Coming up is that cross-quarter time between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. It's a great time to do a deep clean on your space. Nature is doing a really big clean. The spring cleaning begins at that cross-quarter time between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. Oftentimes when we think about spring cleaning, we're thinking about, oh yeah, March 20, when spring is here, that's a great time to do spring cleaning. It is a good time to do spring cleaning. Anytime is a good time to do spring cleaning. However, if you want to actually have nature help you with your spring cleaning, do your spring cleaning when nature starts to do its spring cleaning. And what do I mean by that? Well, you've had a bunch of winter, you've had a bunch of snow in some areas. If you think about it, whether you have snow or not, I know, who am I to talk? I'm in the tropics talking about snow. Just hear me out, it's a thing. Think about how the snow is covering the land. In the fall, things started to die. We had the biggest harvests and all of that stuff. Then things start to decay, things start to fall. And during the winter time, a lot of plants are self-pruning. That could be from weather, that can be from just the weight of snow on branches. But things are happening, there's a dormant thing happening. Things are rotted and rotting under the ground, but at the same time just being preserved. When things start to melt, you start to see those little sprouts coming up through the snow. Those little sprouts that are kind of hello, we're about to have some more sun. The sun's been coming out more and more every day since the winter solstice. Now, what we're moving into is this time where the snow is receding. You can see those little plants coming up. Foliage is getting all of its nourishment that it needs, and the runoff is taking away stuff that's no longer needed into the creeks and the rivers and the streams, heading down towards the ocean, taking a bunch of nutrients with it to nurture things in the ocean. Plant life, animal life, and all of those weird, sometimes creepy things in between. It is happening in nature right now. Shifting into this new place of being is happening right now. So if you want to jump on that train, it's a really good time to do that, because you can use nature as your foundation. Well, you could just use nature as your inspiration. I'm not trying to get all deep about it, just trying to be real. The realness is you can actually get a lot of work done, allowing nature to help you flow. It's time to declutter. It's time to get rid of stuff you don't need. Not always easy. There's a lot of stuff that we have we most certainly do not need. However, we hang on to it. When it's not a problem, we hang on to it even longer. But sometimes it is a problem. Sometimes it's a big problem. And it makes it harder and harder to get rid of stuff the longer we hang on to it. It's hard to get rid of stuff. Sometimes it's very conscious. You love that thing. You're keeping that thing because of whatever. Maybe some really good memories, maybe some bittersweet memories, but we're hanging on to that thing. We have very conscious relationships with certain things that are around us. We also have subconscious relationships with things around us. Everything we own has an energy. Everything we own, we have a relationship with. If you look around your house or wherever you are right now, just pick up anything or just look at something in your space, and immediately you have a story about that thing. Even if it's something in your house and you look at it and you go, what the hell is that? How did that get there? That's another story. That's another relationship. Take a look around your things and see if there are some things that you really, really can let go of, but let go of them very consciously and be real about what's going to create harmony in this room. For you, not for anybody else, for you. You know that clutter space is not comfortable. Now we're getting more into the energetic reason to clean your space. And this is a wonderful time to do that because nature's doing that. And you can actually allow nature to help you. I can completely relate to this because I was in a 3-bedroom house with a basement full of stuff, really cool stuff. Attic space, a back house, patio, 2-car garage, 2 cars, 4 bicycles, front yard, middle yard, backyard. Just me. And when it came time for me to move, wow, that wasn't easy. Yet I knew I had to do it. I knew I had to create room, not only physically, mentally, but emotionally I had to create more room. I didn't realize how much stuff I had. That's why I had to call a friend. Well, I didn't have to, but I did. I had to call a friend, come over. I had gone through and done as much as I thought I could do. I thought, I can't get rid of any more stuff. I thought, but I have to. So I called this friend of mine, and oh man, every time I hesitated in terms of whether this was going to be kept or thrown away or given away, she didn't even have to say anything. All she did was look at me, and I was like, okay, and I would put it in wherever it needed to go. So I highly recommend that if you have a friend like that, call them if you need them, which you probably do. You could use the help. So don't be afraid to get the help that you need to get your place cleaned out, because it's one of the things that's holding people back. It's one of the things that's creating disruption in your space that is like a quagmire of difficulty to get through to open yourself up to these new things. Clean your space, clear your space, clear your space out. If you want to go for a deep dive on this, join me January 25 for our space clearing, cleaning, and cleansing ritual that we're going to do. The information's in my bio, or you can DM me for the information and the link. This is the ritual before the ritual. This is where you very, very consciously do a very, very deep clean energetically within yourself and your space. And then by the time we do our ritual on February 1st, you're already ahead of the game. And then the cleaning that you do throughout the month of February, go deep, go deep. I'm talking with the toothbrush in the corners kind of detailing of your house, of your apartment, of whatever you're living in, your immediate space, clean, 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 clean. And then on top of that, whatever sacred space you have where you do your meditation or where you just sit and maybe even just read a book or do some writing, that place especially that place. But we're talking about the entire place, inside and out. Yeah, it's not always easy. Get the help you need and clean your space. Allow nature to help you do that.